Hey y'all, what's going on? We are driving, so we will not be looking at the camera. So we come to like a stop or a stoplight. But it is your girl Soleil. Welcome back to my channel. Slept in today, so if I sound a little groggy, look a little tired, I needed to sleep in. I've been so tired. But this is my page, my little piece of the internet on YouTube. My channel is called The Real Soleil. Self-explanatory. The girl just being herself, just being real, showing up authentically, sharing things within reason, not going, too personal for protection of privacy and safety, things like that. But the things in which I do share is the real and the raw. And it's a place that you guys can come and gain and garner and offer support, community. The Soul Tribe, shout out to Soul Rise Essentials, my business, where I offer unisex affirmation apparel and accessories. And as you can see, I'm wearing my necklace. I have the rose gold necklace on that I wear every single day, but I do offer silver and gold as well. So you can go shop our website. We had a really good holiday season. My first Black Friday season was here recently, and it was interesting. I learned a lot. But y'all, it's been busy, so I wanted to check in because I miss y'all. I be thinking about y'all, and I know that some of y'all are tapped in with me on Instagram. But not all of you are. So I do have an Instagram. A lot of you have been asking. I had not been on Instagram for like 5 or 6 years. I just didn't like it. I did not like Instagram. But now that I'm a business owner, a mompreneur, entrepreneur, solopreneur, all that stuff, comes with the territory being back on those platforms. And enough of y'all were asking and wanted to connect with me on there too, outside of YouTube, since I kind of post sporadically here. Enough of y'all were asking to where it made sense too. So it was kind of a win-win for me, my business, well, for my business, and also for y'all to be able to connect with me too. So yeah, I wanted to check in and just let y'all know that I'm here, okay? And also to check in with you all, see how everybody is doing. Like, hopefully y'all are good. And if you're not, just let me know down below so the Soul Tribe family community, we can offer you some words of encouragement and some support. And I know some situation change, but you never know. And you never know if someone is going through something similar to you. And I know for me, just knowing that I'm not going through something alone and that this journey somewhat has been walked before, of course, it's unique to you and your situation, but it just helps me personally know that I'm not by myself, child. I ain't the first and I ain't the last. Ain't nobody me, my journey is unique, but it's just nice to know that I'm not going through this by myself. Whether said person is going through it with me or they've gone through it before. Um, I have a cough and it's kind of giving bronchitis energy. I've never had bronchitis, but I imagine that if I had it, that it would feel like this. It's just been like wheezing a little bit and a lot of rattling in my chest and just a terrible cough. But I did go and get checked out and everything. I think I may have gone a little too early uh, because when I went, I was fine. Anytime you get sick nowadays, child, you got to worry about COVID, honey. So I got, tested for that and everything was good. But it wasn't until a couple days later that the wheezing and stuff started. So I'm trying to get over that. Um, but I have my energy and everything back. I'm moving around, moving and shaking today. Have some business things and meetings I have to take care of, but I'm driving, no baby. So y'all ain't gotta worry about I just it's I feel relaxed and I don't have when you're a mom, whether your child is with you or not, but especially when they're with you, they're your focus is not all the way there. So I feel relaxed and I don't have to worry about being distracted. Although I am driving, worry about being distracted with motherhood while I'm trying to make a video. So hopefully y'all can hear me because I know I've been having some issues with sound. Let me know if you can hear me. I see somebody just came in. Hey, let me know who you are, where you watching from, and what makes you stick around on the channel. If you're new, definitely hit the subscribe button. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching. And drop a pineapple down below if you made it to this point, just so I can see how far kind of going in and out. Hey, Joe, doing well. Thank you for checking on me. I'm getting over a little cold. I was talking about that earlier, and I know you follow me on Instagram. So I don't know if you saw how I was doing, so I was just sharing. Like, got this cold. Like when I say I started coughing, I sound like a man. Lord, it sounds terrible. So it's starting to not be as often. I don't cough as often, but when it comes, it's like Lord. But yeah, a message I wanted to share because actually, two people recently asked me about my YouTube channel, and I went live to discuss something recently. Okay, so you can hear me. Yeah, girl, I had a cold, girl. I think that's what it is, bronchitis something. But yeah, they asked me about channel, and I went live recently, and my phone somebody called me as soon as I was about to get on here. Y'all know I be having issues with that. It completely just freezes the video, and I got to start all over. So it's been a lot going on in my world. A lot of obstacles, but a lot of like triumphs as well. It's like a really interesting time. It's kind of like a paradox right now. Like, with the negative things that had gone on or have been going on, there have been positives to offset that, like really awesome positives. So it's just interesting, and I know God is just like setting things up for purpose, with purpose, and reminding me like I'm His, I'm protected, and I'm righteous, and that it's a plan. You hear that rattle? But yeah, I know a lot of people are probably like happy to hear that, like, oh, she finally learned when to shut up. But I'm still vocal. Let's not get it twisted. But I just yield to the Holy Spirit a lot more these days, and I know when to use my voice and how to use my voice. And of course, I still got some tweaking to do, but I'm just happy to be in this place, and that God has given me these really cool platforms to share my story and my thoughts when I'm supposed to. And I don't know if y'all, I know some of y'all follow me on Instagram, but I've been having some really cool opportunities lately. I've been on the news. I was on the radio recently, and just sharing bits and pieces of my journey, because it's a lot of moving parts that make me who I am. And I feel like I've been many people in this one little lifetime in 30 years, and it's been really cool. So I may have to go soon. My exit is here, but I've never been to this place before. So I may have to go so I don't get lost. But I just wanted y'all to know that I'm here. Sis is thriving in spite of nothing. Y'all know I always tell you it's not ever going to be perfect, but it's my life, and I'm making the most of it. And I'm always that person willing to receive, whether it's a lesson, a blessing, abundance, like I said earlier, a lesson. I think I'm supposed to go, yeah, this way. I'm always willing to receive what is in this for me. I never question why me. I don't question that anymore, even though I could, child. But now it's like, what is this supposed to teach me? And I think when we adopt that thought process, I'm gonna pull over for a second. I think when we adopt that thought process, it changes our lens and our perspective that we look through about life, and it's inevitable challenges, ebbs and flows. It changes you and your perspective, and it allows you to kind of get out of a victim, because sometimes we are victims. Things do happen to us, and we're not deserving of them, but it takes you from that victim space to victor, and to that space of, I know I'm gonna come out on the other side. I'm not gonna dwell on this. So it's been really cool. It's been a lot though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been a lot, but I'm like, wow, I'm really being shaped and pruned, and I can see the changes and the growth, physically, spiritually, mentally, and it's just really cool. So I encourage you all, if you are, it's tough, but it's cool. I know I could be using a better word there, but I just want to encourage you that if you are going through some things, to just surrender, and just to change the way that you view what you are experiencing. And that don't mean it's gonna get better immediately, but it changes you on the inside, and you're able to fight, if you will, from a spiritual perspective, and be able to get through what you're going through better than what you would have if you don't surrender, and if you keep trying to fight, quote unquote, physically or verbally, whatever. So I just want to encourage you. If anybody can tell you that from this seat, it would be me. I can speak on that. I'm an expert in my life and what I've been going through, and I can trust me when I tell you, because I'm not one to take advice just from anyone, and I'm not one to encourage you to take advice from just anyone. So stay steadfast. That it is what it is. You're gonna have challenges. As we focus on being better parents and better mothers, it's not about perfection. Our children are going to have challenges. But our job as parents is to give them emotional and spiritual tools to get through those challenges and to be able to cope and to emote and not suppress and repress. That's our job. So it ain't about perfection and trying to shield them from everything. Don't do that. Allow your child to go through life, because they gonna go through life whether you try to fight it or not. So I just want to offer that to you. And if you are a parent and you're experiencing some tough times, do what you need to do for yourself first. I always say, as a parent, you supposed to come first. And that doesn't, I'm talking about, I mean that in a sense of like spiritually and mentally. You have to take care of yourself first. As a parent, physically, there are going to be a lot of sacrifices we have to make. But if you are a single mother as well, there are some things, or parent, father, there are some things that, physically we may have to forego. Child, I ain't got my eyebrows done. I'm trying to let them grow out too, though. But I ain't got my eyebrows done in a minute. But I do that little liner, honey. They look like they done from back here. Okay, so there are some physical things that you're going to have to sacrifice, but your mental health should not be one of them. Your spiritual health should not be one of them. You come first. So continue to fight in the spirit, continue to elevate, continue to recenter yourself. Even if it's just one moment, you driving in the car without them cheering for 5 minutes, recenter yourself. Do what you need to do. Turn the music off. Turn the volume up. If you listen to a good podcast, that's good for your spirit. Feed yourself spiritually first so you can be there for that child, because they feed off of all of your energy. People always comment about just how awesome my son is. Like, he's just such a light and a joy to so many people, and he does that for me every single day. But I don't for a second doubt that, number one, that's just what God called him to be. But also, I took a really good care of myself while I was pregnant. And his father and their family, they have things to say about the approach that I took while I was pregnant. But I know it benefited me and my child. I was way less stressful. Physically, I took care of myself. I was going to therapy. I was working out some things with my family and myself, and and emotional traumas, because I'm like, whoa, I had been doing this work, but now I got a baby coming into this world. I really gotta, like, and of course, I'm not at the end of that journey, but I had to speed it up a little bit because I'm about to be somebody's mama. So I did that. I went to massage therapy for as long as I could, because once you get too far along, you can't go anymore, because they don't want to, risk termination of pregnancy or something like that. But I did that. I went to the chiropractor. I ate well, but I also didn't fight those urges when you want to eat Taco Bell. Honey, I ain't ate Taco Bell since I was 17, but I was craving that shit for some reason. But I did that. But for the most part, I ate healthy, and I was just very conscious about my thoughts and my energy. And I didn't care who it was. If you were negative and you got me up in my feelings and just stressed me the F out, I didn't want you around me. I didn't care who you were. And I know that thought process and those sacrifices I made for my child are a huge reason why my son's demeanor is the way that it is. He is such an awesome kid, such a joy, just amazing. He's amazing. And if I didn't know the kid and he was somebody else's kid, I'd be like, that little boy is just a ball of sunshine. So take care of yourself, because your kids need you first. If you sacrificing your mental health for everybody else and running yourself dry and thin, hey, Dorian Boo, we need to talk. Lord have mercy. But yeah, don't run yourself through the mud and dry as a bone for everyone else, and you forget about you, especially if you are a mother. Especially if you are a mother. We just can't sacrifice that. This world is tough enough, and y'all know they drag single mamas through the dirt, and they drag black single mamas through the dirt. Don't do it to yourself. You need to make sure that you are pouring into you first. And I know there are some mothers out there that are literally, they don't have physical support, whether it be from the father or the her family. Everybody's situation is different. Some people really have nobody else. I met one girl that has like 4 kids, and her husband did some unthinkable things to their children. So she does not have his support or his family's support, and she's literally by herself. So I know that those situations exist to where, it's easier said than done. But like I told her, I don't care if you gotta lock them kids out of that bathroom. I know there's gonna be noisy and you turn the music up, whatever. You soak in the tub, whatever. Like if you in a mom group and they're in the same situation as you, and you can put the kids off on her for 30 minutes so you can go get your nails done, an hour, whatever, get your whatever you need to do, you have to do it. We got to get creative. And I'm really big on a village, and I'm just really proud of like the work that I'm doing lately, and the things that God is putting on my heart, because a lot of it involves community, and I'm learning to be more of a servant, because we can be very selfish. I know I have some selfish ways, but us as a society, and especially my age group, we're very, very selfish. So I'm intentionally creating community, whether it be on here with y'all, the Soul Tribe community, whether it be with my business, the Soul Tribe family over there, and whether it be for moms or parents. It's another community that I'm actually working on in my area in Virginia, and I'm really proud of it because we need it. We need each other now more than ever, and we forget that. And I'm just happy to be in a place where I'm trying to help people remember that. And I don't know if I'll really talk about that last organization on here too much, but if you're in the Virginia Richmond area, in the Virginia area, and you need some support, you don't have to be a mom. You could be a father. You could be a two